Well, support for the caregiver is really important. They are living with this 24 hours a day, and they face the progression of what dementia is to their loved one. And so we have to remember that they may be hesitant at first to admit that they need help or exactly what kind of help they could use. And so I think as a neighbor and friend, the first thing is just to acknowledge, let them know that you are available. Maybe it's just to listen to begin with. I think early on, my friend's husband and my husband sat in the bar and he was able to talk. Sometimes just listening at the beginning is being there without comment, without exaggerated sense of what's happening, just to be there and to offer practical support when it is required or when the realization is that they could use it. And then the most helpful thing I think I found was to be specific in the kind of support that you're prepared to give. For example, instead of saying, I'd like to bring dinner over one of these days, I think you can say, I'd like to bring dinner on Tuesday night. Does that work for you? I think it's easier for the caregiver to say yes to something like that than to process and say, oh yeah, don't worry, I don't need it, or blah, 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 blah. So being definitive would be helpful. And like doing groceries. I could go and get some groceries for you when I'm out, or would it be better if I came over and stayed in while you go out for groceries? That, I think, again, gives them the option and lets them make some decisions. And then really everyday, day-to-day activities, even in your own life, think about. Like maybe yard work, shoveling snow. Even just agreeing that every week you or someone in the group would take out the garbage and the recycle and the compost bins. Just one little thing that you can take off of the caregiver's agenda. So being there, making yourself available without being intrusive, not to be pushy, but just letting them know that you're there and being so specific, being ready to help when you can, and sometimes again, just listen.